Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to record audio on using Garageband for, let's say, like it's for a class, for a podcast, or anything that you might want to use like your own voice recording for. I'm going to keep it pretty simple and just show you guys the basics today. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is open up GarageBand, and if you don't know GarageBand is, it could be in your dock if you put it down there, but it's the guitar looking one if you need to go into your Launchpad to find it. It could also be in there. There's GarageBand up here. So just locate it, and the next thing you want to do is just open it. So why this might be useful for you to know is if you ever want to do an audio recording of anything that it could be like a live instrument. It could be you can actually plug in instruments if you have certain adapters. But this is a great way to get audio that you can edit as well onto that you can create yourself. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is create a new project. So up here in the upper left hand corner is where the new project button is. The next thing you're going to want to do is select whatever it is. And so you want to do the electric guitar or piano. Today we're going to focus on voice. And so you click voice. This is going to get you, it's kind of optimized for voice settings. So I go down here, bottom right, click choose, and then it's going to give me a chance to save my project. And so what I want to do is I just need to name it something that I'm going to remember. A good practice, especially for students, is just to name it, maybe it's your year of graduation, first name, last initial. And this way also, remember, it's important that your teachers can figure out whose files are whose. So make sure that you set it up with them ahead of time, how they would like you to save your files, and that just kind of saves everybody a lot of headaches. So the next thing is to create it. And we can replace that file I made one earlier. So what GarageBand is going to do is kind of fire up here and get ready to get to the main editing stage. And that'll be just a second. So here we are. This is kind of where all the magic happens. And what you're going to want to do is kind of just take a look at what's on the screen. You got real instruments, master tracks. There's a lot of editing features. GarageBand has got a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of kind of neat things that you can do for class projects and things like that. But today I'm just going to show you some of the basic features. And the real basic feature, especially if you're using this in a language class, is basically just to record your voice. This is helpful as you're kind of learning the language and how to speak properly. So down here at the bottom, basically you got the record button and all the kind of track features that you might see in a regular recorder, metronome, kind of time, all that sort of stuff. What you want to do is, if you've been asked to record your voice, is simply hit the record button and start talking. The red bar up here is recording everything that I'm saying right now, and so you can just see that. Okay, so then you can stop it whenever you're done. It'll make it turn purple. You can kind of modify it, everything up here, just to kind of wherever you want the track to start. If I want to listen to it, I can hit the space bar and the track start talking. The red bar up here is so you can hear my voice again. I'm saying. So again, like, you can kind of play around with that a bit if you want to give it more than one shot, depending on what your teacher's asking you to do. You can also edit these tracks as well to kind of take a really close look at it. So this kind of shows you the audio file really close up by clicking this little button down here. And there's lots that you can do. All right, so once you have this audio file, though, you're going to need to get it to your teacher some way, shape, or form. One of the easiest ways to do that is to actually share this. And so up here, you'll see a share button. So I can just share this. You can share it to iTunes, whatever it is. You can burn it to a disk, export the song. What we're going to show you to do today is just to send it to iTunes. And once it's in this format, what it does is it creates basically like an MP4 format that you can actually use, and you can send that file to anybody. So first thing I'm going to do is just send the song to iTunes. And so up here it's going to give me kind of a how to save it again. I would recommend, again, like, this is how it's going to show in your your different. This is my playlist, the artist name. Make sure that you put your own name in there, and so you're good to go. So you can find it in iTunes. So once I've done that, I hit share, and it's going to convert it to a file that I can now use, because now it's like this is the non-editable version. So it's exporting, and again, the longer your file, obviously the longer it's going to take to export, but it wasn't a very big one. So record button, it shouldn't be that bad, and start talking. All right, so here it is. So I got a couple other ones that I've created. There's my file right there, my 0013 Mark L, and you can kind of see here's the artist name, here's the album name, right? Like, you can maybe play around with that if you want. So what I can do with this is, now that I have this file in this format, I can actually send it to people. So if I actually want, I can even drag that to my desktop. And finding the audio file, here's my audio file over here. Okay, so I have it. What I can do is, if I open up my email, right? And so if I go to inbox and I go to create a new one, let me minimize this. So if I create a new email and I want to email it to my teacher, what I can do is simply click it, drag it, and just post it in there. And what it's going to do is actually send the file. And so there it is. So there's the file. And record button. You can actually listen to it. Okay. So there's a lot of different ways you can send this as well. If you wanted to, you could actually send it to Google Drive. But there it is. There's the file itself, and your teacher can listen to it like from the email that you've sent it to. So once it's in this format, there's actually like a lot of different ways that you can send it. So just kind of play around with it. But that's it. So how to, again, use GarageBand to record your voice. And then once you have it recorded, how to send that file. And so that file is now available to anybody who wants to listen to it that you send it to. Okay? Pretty easy. And I hope you guys learned something today. So good luck. Take care.